Last time we did one of these lightsaber videos, the whole idea was to make it an affordable, budget-friendly alternative to the Galaxy's Edge sabers. Well, this time it's going to be an affordable, budget-friendly version of our own sabers, because this time it's not going to be $50 to $60. It's going to be completely free. We're going to build a saber out of things I found while cleaning the garage. If you haven't seen our last garage cleaning video, I'll link it up in the corner and in the description down below. And if for some reason you haven't seen our lightsaber building videos, I'll also link those down in the description. Anytime I do a project like this, I do at least 2 to 3 Home Depot runs. So it's going to be really, really hard doing a build like this and not going to the hardware store, picking up screws, picking up extra little pieces. Now before we get started, if you could do me a big favor, make sure to hit the thumbs up button. Also, if you're new around here, subscribe down below and ding the little bell so you get notified every time I upload a new video. And if you could share this video with a Star Wars fan or someone who just likes being creative, that would really help me out a lot. Alright, without any further ado, let's attempt to build a lightsaber using the junk I found in my garage. Down here on the ground is our extra parts drawer, so let's see what kind of good extra lightsaber pieces are inside this drawer. I feel like we're gonna find some good treasures in here. So with my lightsabers, I really like to use all metal parts. I think plastic parts are too cheesy, so there's gonna be like no PVC pipes, none of that kind of stuff. This is all metal stuff with the exception of the button. For the main handle portion of the lightsaber, I'm gonna be using this old piece of a skateboard ramp, with the same skateboard ramp we destroyed in the last video. I don't need this anymore, so I really don't mind cutting it up and turning it into a pretty cool lightsaber. For this hilt, I'm gonna do something that I wanted to do on my original lightsaber. I wanna make it look like it's really made out of junk, like somebody put it together on Tatooine, like sitting there in an old junk store, just welding parts together to somehow create a lightsaber. And doing that look makes it a hell of a lot easier for me, because I don't have to make sure every line is straight. I don't have to make sure all these details are so precise. I can really just throw stuff together, and that will make the look that I'm going for. It will look like a junk saber. But if you know me, I'm all about the details, so obviously it's going to look like it's just thrown together, but I'm going to purposely make it look like it's thrown together. A little behind the scenes action right here. These are just some of the ideas I have. I also drew up my initials in the Star Wars language, so I might carve those into my lightsaber at the end. But if I'm gonna turn this into a lightsaber, I'm gonna have to trim it down a little bit, because I don't know, I think this is just a little bit too long to become a lightsaber. I can already tell this is gonna be a long day. Whew, breaking a sweat in this Han Solo looking jacket. Definitely gotta do a little sanding at the bottom just to make it look a little nicer, and also I don't wanna cut myself every time I pick this thing up. Nice and smooth. Everything's looking good. I think what I want to do next is start with the bottom and we'll work our way to the top. I have this, which is an EMT connector for those who don't know. But I essentially want it to sit inside this washer like this, and then I'm going to use this as a cap. Unfortunately, as you can see, these 3 parts don't go together, so I'm going to use the trusty old Dremel again to widen these holes a little bit. Got everything to fit together. So here's the idea now that it's all put together. It's just gonna slide right in here, and I'm gonna wrap some tape around here just so it stays firmly in there, and then I'm gonna squirt some JB Weld all over this thing. Oh, that is so rude. Why does it smell like that? This is some kind of threaded connector. I think it's gonna look pretty good on there. Something similar to like Luke Skywalker, Ben Kenobi. And then I got this piece right here, which kind of looks like something out of like Kylo Ren or Ben Solo's lightsaber, or maybe Princess Leia. That's gonna be on the top. So it's gonna look something like this. This is like a dummy thick lightsaber right here. Holding it in my hand, it might be a tad bit too long, but I also feel like this portion makes it look longer than it actually is. So far, it looks like everything's gonna fit together nicely. Now I just gotta mix up a little more of that smelly JB Weld. So I let all the parts sit for a little bit, give it time to stick together. So next up, I'm gonna put the D-ring on, and after I do that, I'll explain why. Here's what I got for the D-ring apparatus. It kind of looks like something Stanley attached to his lightsaber to hold his D-ring. There's room for improvement in this area. But for now, that's about as good as it's gonna get. Now, whenever I build these sabers, I like to hit them with a coat of black spray paint, specifically this type of spray paint right here, the high heat Rust-Oleum black. It just gives it a really nice finish, and when it scrapes off, it looks like really authentic. So I'm gonna hit this with a little black, and then I'm gonna let it dry. You're probably wondering to yourself, why would I spray this thing before I was done with it? Well, I don't want it to be completely black, And as I go and as I work on it, a lot of this is gonna end up scraping off. So I wanna give it more like the natural worn down look, and I figured the best way to do that is to spray it before I start working on it. Since this kind of looks like some kind of Knights of Ren, Ben Solo looking lightsaber, I wanna go with the wire like Kylo Ren has on his lightsaber. Something kind of like this, have it come down to about there. I'm actually not gonna use this button because I don't like the red. It's like a red, like rubbery thing. Quick little lightsaber building tip. If you have like a square piece like this that obviously won't sit perfectly flush against a rounded tube, take a little sandpaper, wrap it around, and then just sand up and down. And eventually they'll sit pretty snug right up against the round part of the hilt. If you like what we do over here, going on adventures, building lightsabers, building Star Wars weapons, consider joining patreon.com/Ben Laurence or buy some merch over on benlawrence.spreadshirt.com, because this is the drill bit I was using. Look at how tiny it is. That's all I got. So I think we could use some new tools over here in the lightsaber workshop. While we wait for the glue and the button to dry, we're gonna do one of my favorite parts of building stuff like this, and that's weathering. You can really never weather something too much. I love when it looks dirty and used and just beat up like it's been around for 100 years. I'll spare you the boring parts of watching me sand this thing down, so we'll skip till I'm done with the sanding part.
A few moments later.
Saber's looking pretty beat up and weathered now, and I can almost guarantee this is not gonna be the final look. I guarantee I'm gonna change the paint job again before this is all over. But for now, I wanna glue the button down right here and stick the wire in this little hole. Whenever I'm building projects and I come towards the end, I get so excited because I'm like, it's almost done. Like, look at this thing. There's the button, got the wire going down. Then I realize I have a lot of work left to do, but honestly, I really don't have that much left to do on this thing. I just got to wrap the bottom, give it like a nice grip right down here, and I'm gonna carve my initials on the side right here because I just think that would look so sick. And after all that, my lightsaber is finally complete. And yeah, right at the last second, I decided to remove that medical tape. It just didn't look the way I wanted it to. I was hoping it was gonna look like dirty cloth wrapped all around the end, but it just looked like medical tape with shoe polish on it. And now that the medical tape's gone, I really wish I put my initials further down the hilt, because I think now it just looks like, oh, there's a bunch of stuff up towards the top and then nothing towards the bottom. But it's whatever. I think the initials look so cool. It just adds more character to this lightsaber. I also love the button, and I love how it has like this goop all over it. Like, it looks like some kind of futuristic bonding material. I think my favorite part of this lightsaber is the emitter section. This like bearing piece right here. It looks so Star Wars. Like, I don't know what this is from, but this really looks like something out of the Star Wars movies. One cool feature about this lightsaber is it's actually hollow right here. So in the future, I can go and put a blade on this thing. Hopefully the stores open up pretty soon so I can get a wrap for the bottom and put like a big PVC pipe right here. Maybe I'll even get some tips from Cool Stanley on how to make this thing light up. When I started building this lightsaber, I thought there was no way it was gonna be as cool as my first one, but I don't know. Holding them side by side, I don't think I can pick my favorite. I mean, they're both so different. I don't think I can pick a favorite out of these two. But if you have a favorite, let me know in the comments down below. Do you like my original lightsaber or my brand new garage built lightsaber? I'll also leave a poll up in the corner so you can vote as well. I think that just about does it for my garage lightsaber build. I've been dying to build a new lightsaber since I built the last one, and I know all of you have been wanting to see a new lightsaber video. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the thumbs up button. If you want to see more videos like this in the future, make sure to subscribe down below and ding the little bell icon so you get notified every time I upload a new video. If you have any questions about how I built this lightsaber or just lightsaber building in general, make sure to leave those in the comments down below, and don't forget to vote on which lightsaber you like the best. My brand new lightsaber that I built here in my garage, or my original lightsaber that I built out of hardware store parts. Also, if there's any Star Wars weapons you want us to build in the future, leave those in the comments down below. We're always open to suggestions. If you want to see some extended lightsaber building footage, it will be available on patreon.com/Ben Laurence. For as little as $1 a month, you'll gain access to behind the scenes bonus footage, and you'll also be helping out the channel. You can also pick up some Ben Laurence merch over on benlawrence.spreadshirt.com. Thank you so much for watching this video. Now get out there and explore the future.